Hey everybody, so today we're going to do something different. We're not going to do a review, but we're going to do a comparison video. And we're going to compare these two Bibles right here. Both of these are Lockman Foundation New American Standard Bibles, large print, ultra thin reference Bibles. Both of these right here. Both these Bibles, I believe, came out in about 2024. And you're going to see that both these Bibles right here are going to be in brown leather soft, which we'll take a look in a minute. But I've gone through both these Bibles right here, and we will see that there are 15 similarities and differences. But the two major differences between these two Bibles right here is the 95 is going to be verse by verse, and the 2020 will be paragraph form. And of course, the other major one is that this is the 95 text, and this is the 2020 text. But I'm very familiar with the large print ultra thin put out by the Lockman Foundation because I've been using these two over here since about 2017. This was given to me right after I purchased this one. But this was given to me by a pastor friend, and this one was purchased, and I've been using these as my everyday carry because I like the form factor, I like the dual column, I like the verse by verse, and I like the large print, and it's good for preaching, for teaching, for evangelism, which has been my favorite. The only thing I did with these two Bibles here was I replaced the ribbons because I like longer ribbons. So I've been using the New American Standard Bible, large print, ultra thin, ever since 2017, so I'm very familiar with that text block and that form factor, and it has become my favorite. So on to the comparison of these two Bibles right here. We will turn over the Bibles and look at the back covers, and we will see that in the 95 we have clear reading type, 2-column text. It's going to have over 95,000 cross references. It's going to have the full translator notes. It's going to have verse by verse, black letter text. Both of these will be black letter text. Christ's words will be in black. And then in the front, you have the presentation page, family records pages, and on the back, concordance color maps. And you'll see on the 2020, you're going to have same thing, clear reading type. You're going to have line matching. You're going to have 2-column text. You're going to have center column references. You're going to have minimum. You're not going to have all 95,000 cross references, but you're going to have most of them. You're going to have the full set of translation notes. This is going to be in paragraph. The 2020 will be in paragraph, and Christ's words are in black. And the only difference between the 95 and the 2020 in the back is you're going to have a topical index instead of a concordance. You're going to have book introductions in the back, and those are going to be the two main differences, plus you're going to have a few others which we'll take a look at here in a minute. So if we look at the outside of the Bible, we're going to see that the 95 has perimeter stitching, and the 2020 text does not. Let's take a look at the binding, and we can see the blind stamping on the spine on both of them. In my preference, I like the 95 blind stamping a lot better. It's more pronounced than on the 2020. Another interesting thing on the 95, we will see on the back there is no ISBN number that has been stamped. But if you look at the back of the 2020, you will see that there is a ISBN number that has been stamped, blind stamped. Both of these Bibles will have gold gilding all the way around, which is really nice. Take a look all the way around. So both of these Bibles have gold gilding, and both of these Bibles come with 2 double-sided angle-cut ribbons. And you can see both of them will have a black and a brown ribbon. Only difference is that in the 95, the black is in the Old Testament and the brown is in the New Testament. And in the 2020, the brown will be in the Old Testament and the black will be in the New Testament. We will see on the copyright page that both these Bibles were printed in Korea. So the 95 text, LPUT, was printed in Korea, and the 2020 text was printed in Korea. Okay, we will see that both these Bibles are dual column. Except for in the 95, it's going to be verse by verse. And in the 2020 text, it's going to be paragraph form. On the LPUT 95 text, we're going to see that both the cross references and the translator notes are in the center column and that they're together. Where in the 2020 text, LPUT, we're going to see that the center column references are in the center, and the translator notes are at the bottom of the page. And the difference between these two is that when you come to a new chapter, there's going to be a line that divides the center column in the 95. So you can see, like here, this is chapter 24, and there's a line, and it starts with chapter 25 in the center column for the rest of the references and translator notes. And on the 2020 LPUT, you can see here are the center column references. And it's divided by a space, and then you're going to come to the rest of the cross references. And the translator notes are at the bottom. So let's go to Matthew chapter 5 just to show that on both these Bibles, the 95 LPUT and the 2020 LPUT are black letter. So Christ's words are in black in both of these Bibles. This is the 2020 text, and this is the 95. So at the back of both Bibles, in the back of the 95 LPUT, large print, ultra thin, 95 text, we have the end of Revelation, and we go right into the concordance. And we can see that the 95 NASB LPUT has a 3-column concordance. And it's a pretty hefty big, long concordance. So we go from the concordance, and that's basically all that's in the back of the 95 LPUT is the concordance and the maps. And we go to the 2020, and we could see that after Revelation, we go right into a topical index of the Bible. So the LPUT 2020 text has a topical index instead of a concordance. And the topical index is 2 columns all the way through. In the 2020 LPUT, after the concordance, you're going to get introductions to the books of the Bible. So you're going to have all brief introductions of every single book of the Bible. And this is going to be located in the back of this 2020 LPUT. After the brief introductions of the Bible, we have the parables of Jesus, the miracles of Jesus, and the important events in Christ's life according to the Gospels. And then in the back of both Bibles, we have 8 of the Lockman Foundation maps. And they're both the same maps in both of the Bibles. So that has been a brief comparison of both of these Bibles. This is the 95 LPUT text, and this is the 2020 LPUT text. So I thought I just would share with you a comparison video of both of these Bibles. Thank you for watching. Have a good day, and God bless.